Hello to all my friends out there. I hope everyone is doing okay. One of the ladies that I follow, Glenda Sully, go to Glenda Sully and follow her. She has a great channel. Mention seniors running out of food before the end of the month, having tuna with no crackers. And I thought, wow, I go, this is really horrible. I think I can help some of these seniors. I just thought of women my age sitting in the house with no food, and I thought, wow, this is really, really not good. So today I went to Walmart and I bought some food. And what I'm going to start doing is when I buy this food, okay, the first thing I bought was some rice for 72 cents. Then I bought some pinto beans and I am going to be eating this stuff, you guys. I'm going to show you. I won't be suffering one single bit eating this. Let's see. They were 48 cents. Then I bought some green beans, Walmart brand. 50 cents. My followers know this story, but my friend and I, we knew this woman and she ran out of fruit, vegetables, and bread. You can substitute rice for bread if you don't have any. If you have rice, you can make some pretty good tuna casserole. The stewed tomatoes were 46 cents. Then I bought, now this is going to save you right here. If you buy this for 52 cents at Walmart, you can make bread for, at least 4 or 5 days. So I bought pizza mix. I bought 2 of these ramen noodle soups. Already, this is quite a bit of food. I bought $5 worth of food intentionally, and the thing about this food is if I don't get around to eating it, I can stockpile it all. Nothing is going to waste. Okay, then I bought some Vienna sausages for 42 cents, I think. How much were they? 43 cents. Then I bought some potted meat for 50 cents. This says servings 1. Actually, though, if you're eating this with soup and a flatbread, it's going to make a lot more than 1 serving. And then, so we have vegetables, we have bread, and for the fruit, I bought some of these Pop-Tart things. When I was a nursing student, I used to carry change and Pop-Tarts in my backpack. And one of my stories is somebody ripped off my my glasses. Oh my gosh, I was so mad. Anyway, so let's see. I think I have everything here that I bought for a little bit less, $4. Well, it was $4.97. Now what I want to do is start cooking this and showing you what I will make. Because, okay, so now let's say breakfast time comes around. I would have a Pop-Tart. I eat this kind of stuff in the middle of the night. This could be cereal if you prefer. But this is going to give you a little bit of fruit. You don't really need that much if you're just going for a few days. And then I made this black tea. 4 cups. I use 1 tea bag that I got at Dollar Tree. 100 bags for $1. So I have 1 cent worth of tea. And then what I made is, this is some coffee creamer that I bought at Dollar Tree. So I don't want to be suffering. This is why I want to stockpile. Okay, and in here I have 1 cup of warm water, and I have 1/3 cup coffee creamer. So in my hot tea, I just want to add this vanilla coffee creamer. So, you know, it's getting towards the end of the month. Am I going to be suffering? No. Okay, so that's first thing. I can get by. This stuff's good, you guys. Now for the rice. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to save that liquid on the top. I'm pretending, oh no, I'm running out of milk. It could happen. I mean, maybe, you know, you drink all your milk. And so I'm going to use my rice milk. Let me, so can you see the milk on the top? So I can make 2 things out of this rice milk, and I'm going to show you 2 really good things I can make. One, I can make milk that this stuff is not bad to drink. I mean, you know, you can make it thicker if you want. Oops. I want to leave a little bit in here because I want to make something. So see, this was like a 1/3 cup. So there's some rice milk in there. Now, I want to make myself a little meal using my rice. So I want to take some rice out. So if you're even thinking about running out of food, it is a good thing you met me. So I'm going to take this rice because I'm going to make some, I don't want quite this much. All right, so there's a little liquid left. See? No. This is my coffee creamer, and I'm going to pour that in there. And I am going to heat that up, and then I'm going to add cinnamon. Now the coffee creamer is sweet, and let me tell you, this makes a pretty good rice pudding. So a lot of times, you know, when you start running out of stuff, and so then, you know, I'm going to be cooking this as we go along. And I'm going to, so here it is. See that? That's good. Okay, now we're going to switch. Now this is 1/2 cup. This is 1/2 cup green beans. So figure 25 cents worth of green beans. And in my freezer, I wisely save my bacon drippings. And there is the little piece right there that I cut out, and it's in my green beans. So you might be thinking, wow, that doesn't look good. Hey, listen, it is good. Don't knock it until you try it. So what you need in your green beans is you need some salt and some pepper. You could have cornbread with this. But we're pretending, you know, we don't have any bread. God forbid. Now that you met me, that's probably not happening, you guys. So believe it or not, this is good, and I'm going to serve that with my rice in a minute. Okay, so now with my rice now. You know, some people have never been broke. And if that is you, I am glad, and I hope you never are. Okay, what did I do with my bacon? There it is. Okay, so now what I want to make is I want to make some refried beans, and I want to use my rice milk. Okay, if you don't have cheese, but you have regular milk, then you can use regular milk. But if you don't have any regular milk, Then you're going to use your rice milk. I'm going to show you in a minute. So I have a little piece of bacon grease here. See this right here? A little piece. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to put my pinto beans in that. And then I'm going to mash my pinto beans. And then, you know, I'm going to have it with that rice over there. So already you can see, you know, I mean, you're not going to be going without food. That's not happening. So half a can is good. That's going to make a lot. And you need salt and pepper. So it's very vital that you start saving back some stuff, and we're going to talk about that. One of the things you want to save is you really want to save your bacon grease. Bacon or sausage or meat grease. Just in case, God forbid, you hit hard times, right? Then you're going to get your bacon grease out and you're going to survive okay if it's the end of the month. Okay, so anybody knows that, right? But you know what happens? When people are in a panic situation, they cannot think straight. Okay, so I'm heating my beans because they're going to be easier to melt. Okay, so now I'm going back in, and I am really sorry I put my bacon grease back in here again. All right, I could use bacon grease, but I want to show you something. I made this butter out of my cream. It could be margarine, but if you have butter, that's good. But that isn't really what I want to do. I really want to use my bacon drippings. But I could use butter or margarine because I want to really encourage you not to be wasteful now before things get critical, you guys. To start being very thrifty. So you don't need too much for a little batch like I'm going to make. This is like old-fashioned cooking. First of all, you probably don't know about this if you are not old. That's fine, you got me. I really hope none of you need this. Okay, now, from now on, when you make something with flour that calls for flour, you're going to save a little flour. You're going to save it back. That's what it's called. You're going to save that flour back so that you have... I have a follower, Little Squirrel, and she was saying she does that. A tablespoon here and a tablespoon there, you know, in the freezer. So I don't need too much of this flour right now because I'm just going to use a half a can. Okay, so now, and I prefer the stewed tomatoes, but it can be any kind of tomatoes. So now I'm going to use my... So see how I'm making some gravy? My heat is a little too hot. So I'm using about half a can. Also, you can grind these in the blender and use them on your salads, and they'll be fine. With a little Parmesan cheese. If you've been following me, you know about this. You know, what good is it to know, a depression might be coming? What good is that to know if you don't know what to do about it? What are you going to do? Oh my God, what am I going to do? No, you got to get skilled. It's not funny, it's scary. So, you know, when you're in Walmart if you pick up a can of green beans here, and you pick up some tomatoes, any kind you prefer. And this is really good on rice, you guys. Salt. Pepper. And sugar. And believe me, it'll be more satisfying if there's just a little bit of sugar in that. Not too much, a little bit. And once it gets hot, it's very easy to mash, just like the refried beans. So let's go back over here. Owie. So now I'm going to be able to, remember I have the bacon grease, salt, and pepper. And I'm going to be able to easily mash these refried beans. And if I need to, so this is a quarter. The gravy, the tomato gravy is maybe a quarter. So you see, this is pretty cheap. And these are some good refried beans, you guys. So see how quick this is? So you have your vegetables. I would go heavier on vegetables. Fruit is expensive. And there's things you can do with fruit. You can use your canned fruit and you can make gravy. You can make jam. Just cook it down and mash it like I'm doing here and put sugar. You want to make sure, you want to save back a little sugar. Like if you go out, get a couple sugar bags, get a couple of margarines, get a couple of extras. So you might be going, wow, you expect us all to be moochers? No, I expect you guys to prepare in case, hard times hit. I think they're going to hit. I hope not, you guys, but my common sense tells me trouble is coming. For some people, not for everybody. Not for everybody, just for some people. Okay, so now you get the idea on that. So we have rice pudding, we have green beans, we have the tomato gravy, and we have refried beans. Okay, now what? Well, now I want to make a little fry bread. Okay, so now you're running out of bread, so you want to go easy on your fry bread so that you don't run out of fry bread before the end of the month. This is going to get you by so that you won't be running out of bread. Again, I'm just going to make one just for demonstration purposes. Now it's just so upsetting to me thinking about seniors with no food. I go, what? You gotta be kidding me. I can see how it happens. What's happening is you're gonna have to, like it or not, go to these food pantries. What's happening is the cost of living is chewing up all the money. And so you have to say to yourself, oh no, if some kind of recession hits, so I have a little warm water and I want to pour a little oil. You can use bacon fat if you don't have oil. Okay, what I buy is, where is it? Oh, shoot. I buy Crisco. This stuff is getting expensive. It's $5 and something cents. There's cheaper ones, but they don't always have it. This fat is going to keep you from getting hungry. All right, so what I want to do is I just want to add a little to make a soft dough. One of the followers said the sausages, the dollar sausages really saved her. They saved me too. You know, and you get, you know, you get yourself a little package of sausage and maybe some hot dogs and maybe some bologna and maybe some, you know, cheap food. Well, I don't like cheap food. Well, go to the food pantries. They give you better food than this. But the problem might be, what if all kinds of people start going to the food pantry? What if, you know, it starts getting serious and, you know, you're having to stand in line? I think you should do it anyway. I'd say make a day of it and get your food, no matter how unpleasant. So see how I have a little cake, a little piece of bread evolving here? I could make a bigger one, but this is big enough. So that's my pizza dough. So now I'm just going to put it in my oil here. It's cooking quick. So I have a little fry bread. I'm not going to be running out of bread. I'm not going to be running out of food because I met me. Okay, so now I think it's almost done, you guys. Normally I don't cook it this hot, but you know, maybe I will. Now, I'm going to go over here. Okay, so now I have my fry bread. I would just cook this and put the Vienna sausage in my ramen soup. But with this, what I like to do is remember this, how they say it's only one serving. I guess if this was all you're going to eat all day, but why do that? Because, you know, you have your $5 of food that you stockpile. See how this is a lot more than, this is quite a bit here. Okay, so here you have a flatbread, right? Okay, so now pour here's my rice pudding. You guys, this is good. In here I have rice milk that I could eat on cereal, or I could just drink it like milk. This was made out of the coffee creamer. I have tea. Now I have some refried beans. At night I pray to you guys. I pray to God, and I pray, don't let my followers suffer, especially needlessly. So I'm going to put my refried beans here. And then don't forget my tomato gravy. And then I have my green beans. So you can see this is a lot of food, and here I have my pizza bread. And I still have this much of my coffee creamer milk left. You guys, so here's my rice milk, here's my coffee creamer milk. I have a little fruit. And then you know your tea. This is good, you guys, believe it or not. You could also make a little pizza like I did earlier with your tomato stuff. Okay, you guys, I will see you tomorrow, and God bless you all.